What are some of the top skills that you see in builders?
Man,
Because
yeah,
I think agents is a really solid thing, but I'm really curious to see what the top skills that you see or characteristics that you see in builders.
I think the greatest builders I've seen in this business, all right, for 15 years, are people that they genuinely, Johnny, want to see other people win, which means they have the courage to confront and interrogate their reality. Great builders, I think, learn a lot about the person they're working with. Like, I won't do, but if you and I were working together, I'd know about how you were raised, where you grew up, strengths, weaknesses, stuff you'd gone through, your biggest adversity in life. And it would teach me, either you would share with me, which most people do, or you wouldn't. And then I wouldn't write you off because you didn't. That just might mean that you're not comfortable with me, but I want to learn as much as I can about you. I think those people, if you and I meet for the first time and you talk for 25 minutes and I talk for 4, you know I care about you. I ask questions. I listen. I think people building a business and in the insurance space genuinely care about the people they're recruiting. I think they also become emotionally attached to the business, not the agent. Like, I want agents to all win, 100%. But Johnny, if you decide to go on vacation for 4 weeks and get drunk every day, that's not my life, dude. I can't, what am I going to do? And a lot of people fall apart and they're like, I don't know why Johnny does that. I'm like, well, if you recruited enough people, you wouldn't worry about what Johnny does. The great builders and recruiters, dude, they recruit 24/7. And again, they're attachments to the business. What a lot of people get mired in is they get 3 or 5 or 7 people and they try to will them to do it. And also, don't overestimate what you're going to do to help them. Dude, most of the work they're going to do on their own. So I always tell agents when I recruited them, I was like, Johnny, when you have success, not if, when you have success, you're going to get all the credit. Johnny, if you fail, you're going to get all the credit. I'm here for you. I'm here to support you. I'll give you everything I know. I'll share everything with you. I'll support you through your dials and your first in-home or over the phone or over Zoom, however you're selling. I'll support you. But I'm not going to, and a lot of builders take credit for people's success. My team, you see my team, I'm like, dude, they're just selling life insurance like everybody else. They got leads and they called them up and they sold them. Nobody, Johnny, no matter who recruited you or who did what, your attitude, the way you carry yourself, your significance that you know you have, and your desire to be uncomfortable. Most people wouldn't get on this and do this at all. They'd be uncomfortable. You're not concerned with other people think on some level you wouldn't do this. Let them talk, dude. Hey, if they ain't talking junk about you, you haven't accomplished anything. I had an attorney one day years ago. He said, congratulations on getting sued. I said, congratulations. I've never been sued. He goes, you finally have done something in business of significance, because it'll piss people off. And when you piss them off, they'll come after you. So you have those skills, Johnny. Those can be taught. I don't like when people say that. Well, no, that's not true. Those can be, all those skills that you have, they can be taught. The builder has to recruit every day, all day, like he doesn't have a team or she doesn't have a team. And most people can't. We get a couple. The builder has to understand that every company you're aware of has a risk management department. Any decent sized company has a risk management department, human resources. You're all of that for your company. But when there's advanced business, you're going to buy leads sometimes for people who are not going to sell anything. They're going to write 5 policies. They're going to charge back some money to you. And the people that are bad at this do stuff like, well, that's not my dad. No, you recruited him. It is. It is. And this is the greatest business I've ever been part of. But there are some ups and downs. That's the way that it works. And I think the great people there, and all the ones I've seen do it, Johnny, I'm just shooting you straight. I don't know a builder that's great at this. And I don't know anybody that runs a company that's great at it that didn't grind in the field for a while. They didn't need to grind in the field forever, but that didn't, because if you're telling me what it feels like to go 0 for 10 and you've never gone 0 for 1, you don't know, which means you really can't commiserate with me and you can't really talk to me. And I think I always look at it like some of these big universities, right? You can go to the University of Alabama. Where are you from? Where are you right now, Johnny? What state?
Arizona.
Okay, you can go to the University of Alabama. You cannot play and get drafted and play in the NFL. I mean, they recruit that many people. There's that many scouts at their practices, the football practice, where you can literally be a guy that got a few snaps, but you're so damn good because Alabama recruited so much. And I was listening to Reuben Foster, I think it was one day, I went to the University of Alabama. And I said, why'd you pick them, man? Everybody in the country recruited you. Like, you were like best linebacker coming out. Why'd you pick University of Alabama? He said, Coach Saban, I was outside his office, and he called me in. And he said, every other place I went, they were like, they were building statues to me already. Like, man, I get to do this. I'm the captain. I'm this. I'm that. I'm the greatest. He said, Saban looked at me after doing some paperwork. He said, Ruben, got some good news for you. You have the opportunity to compete for a position here just like everybody else. And if you earn your spot, you're going to play. And if you don't, you're not. And the way I look at it is you can go to any university in the country because they're all recruiting you. And you can watch that. You can watch us win national championships, or you can come here and win some. And he said that moment in time made that decision. See what happens when you say to people in a room, you get 100 people in a room and say, most of you won't make it, because most people won't make it. I mean, you want to sugarcoat it. Most people won't. If you're on right now and you're in the show, more than half, you're not going to, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah. Could
everybody? I think so. Everybody, I mean, I don't think it doesn't mean everybody's going to be number one producer. The winners in that room are like, I'll do it. I can do that. And the people that don't believe in themselves, they may not be demotivated, but they're not angry or have an edge either. I was looking to find, and when you're building it, John, you need to find 3 or 4 strong legs. And those are accountable people that you can help build a business with, people you enjoy talking to, because accountable people you'll enjoy talking to.
Yeah.
And I think, the last thing I'll say is, most people work with who they like, not who's productive. They don't interrogate somebody's reality. If somebody's going broke, they don't go, hey man, got a minute? Yeah. You know that you can't sustain your bills with what you're doing. Well, no, I'm doing that. No. Stop, dude. We're doing not hypotheticals, not fictional. You've written $9,000 this month and you have real adult bills. You're going to financially die in this business. You got to do, if you care about people, you do that. My son was little. We had his driveway. He used to run up and down a driveway, and it was a busy street.
Yeah.
And he as he got older, he got faster. And I ain't fast. God didn't make me fast. I ain't running from nobody. I run at you, not away from you. So I don't need to be fast. So he got older, and I was like, damn, if he gets a far enough head start, he could get, So I grabbed him one day, and he was probably still 200 feet from the end of the driveway, carried him inside, went in the refrigerator, grabbed an egg, brought him back out to the road, waited for the cars to go by, took the egg, smashed on the pavement. I said, you run out in this road one more time, son, and one of these cars hits you, that egg is going to be your head. You're going to be dead on this pavement. And I cannot let that happen. Then I'm going to have to find the driver that hit you, beat them to death, because if it's a guy, I got to beat garbage out of him. This is a bad program. And he'll, to this day, because he never forgot. And I was scared. Johnny, I did that because I was scared. I was scared for my son. I wanted him to be okay. I wanted him to know that the rest of his life, I can't always be there when he's running around near things that could hurt him. Yeah. And I think for us in this business, we don't do that with people. We see them driving into this brick wall, and we don't do anything. We don't go, hey, man, you get drunk all weekend long. You don't make any money. When do you think you'll grow up from that? Hey, man, how do you think your family feels about you not working hard? Hey, man, I'm glad you understand every player that plays for the Cardinals, but it don't pay you. Dude, hey, man, I'm glad you watched the college football game on Saturday, but you're broke as crap. The good builders, and they don't do it to be an idiot, Johnny. They care so much about the person. You care about the client, so you're willing to get uncomfortable. You will ask them questions and challenge them. Yeah. Because you do care, but you also want to make a sale. That's instant gratification. Nothing wrong with that. You care about it and want to make a sale. On the building side, if most good producers did with their agents what they do with their clients, they'd grow by 10 times a year. But they don't, because they don't know how to do it there. So they just kind of walk around and nobody's in charge. You want people to have a sense of urgency, give them short-term goals and structure. That'll create a sense of urgency.